Welcome all, I'm Darkstar, and let us continue with Factorio. So, in the last episode, we finished the wall. We are dealing with biter attacks, I'm no longer getting stressed out by them. So, what we're going to do is we are going to produce steel. We're then going to mine some uranium, and then we're going to capture these copper mines, I think, and then maybe even build another in station around here to bulk up all of this, because we do need to get production up, specifically steel though. So let us begin with that. So I'm gonna just dump half of the pipe I've got on me because I don't need it anymore. I'm fine to hold on to the rest, but I do want some of these. And probably another 2 trains. Yeah. That's enough for 2 iron trains. And just let's take them all. I probably won't need all of them, but you never know. Let's grab more undergrounds. I feel I will need these. And we'll just get a full stack of these. Okay. I want to grab some more of these as well, because we need to build the train stations. And it'd be nice to have more of these. However, they're currently being used over here, so I'm just going to let them craft up, because they're a little bit slow to produce. Let's grab my car. But let's get some regular belt as well, because that's quite a large patch. It was a little bit dicey. Didn't want to crash into the rock for a change. And over here. I didn't even see that. Never mind. And over here we go. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is have the iron mines going horizontally. No, vertically makes sense because the stations are here. Get them go horizontally, balance them, and then load them. So let us start that. Start right here, right in the middle. Hi, cat. You heard me talking and you thought I'd give you attention, didn't you? And of course I'll give you attention. My cat is currently staring at me right now. What are you judging me for? What have I done wrong this time? Clearly I am terrible. Normally I would be stressed out by that red symbol that just popped out. No, I don't need to be. Let's do that. Yeah. That works. All right. And we're almost done. Glad I picked up the rest of the mines. Yeah, makes sense to get that one for now. All right, so how many lines do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. We can just do a regular 8 to 8 balancer. Whoops, not that one. This one, please. And we'll do something like that, maybe? We'll see. In fact, no. Let's place it a little bit higher. Let's do the loading bits. We'll do them over here, that way. Got the train stations on me? Yeah. So we're just going to call this the iron mine. And I'm going to call every iron mine just iron mine, so it just knows where it needs to go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. This is going to get a little bit dicey. We'll then do that like this. And then we should be fine for the rest of it. And just for consistency, let's do it over here too. But we also need to do the undergrounds this way as well. Okay. Let's do you like that then. Now let's build the 8 to 8 balancer. Yeah, just like that. Use a bit of clearing. Let's fill this out. And all of this is going to go to steel. Okay, so we're going to do that. Amazing. So, the other things we're going to need to do is power all this up. Whoops. Let's place these down. And we can have a maximum of, I think it's 3 trains. We don't really need to enable the train limit. We're only going to have a few for now. I'm just thinking for the future. There we go. At the moment to connect it, I do want to have a look at the power supply, because it's going to jump. It's not going to be quite the perfect grid I had. There's a slight kink there. I hate them this way sometimes. There we go. Perfect grid ban. Love it. Alright. So we're now here. And let's power this bad boy on. Look at that jump. Went from 24 to 41. That's great. 20, yeah. It's going to feed all of the iron. It's going to be wonderful. Okay. Now, I want to go back to the main base, because what I need is some rail. Because we placed this down earlier, but I didn't do anything with it. Really glad I've been dealing with the solar panels as well. I mean, to be honest, the rail is a lot more consistent. Sorry, the steel is a lot more consistent. Not enough for laser turrets, but still. Do I think 200 rails enough? I do not. Let's get some more. Okay. And now let's head back this way. Oh. I think what we'll do is we'll also do this to power this up. Let's connect these in. And we need to rename this station. This is going to be called Steel Smelting. And we want to go to Steel Smelting and have it be empty. We definitely want to bring some of the fuel this way. I'm going to use request adjust, I think. And we'll get it to request 60 rocket fuel. Where are you? Here you are. And what we're going to do is, even though there's going to be some rocket fuel in the storage chests, which is fine, it's not going to be enough. So we're going to change these to passives. Ooh. It's made all of the explosives for me. I didn't do that. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to ask the robots to fix this tree situation that we have. So I'm not thrilled with it. I was going to use grenades, but then I was like, not so close to the belts. So let's deconstruct this. And I think what we're going to do is do this. Come down this way. And it's going to connect in down here. Let's just do that for now. It'll be fine. And this can jump into. Okay. Let's deconstruct this. Could have got the robots to do it, but I want to have the belt on me. Okay. Let us do something like this. Now this one is obviously going to go into this one down here. So we'll do that. The rest of it, I think, is going to turn this way. So we'll do that. Bring that down. We'll do that, and we'll do that. Okay. Let us now fix the rail situation that we've got. It's now finished with all these stack inserts, which is nice. Just gonna place some of these as I go. Essentially, I'm just waiting for it to have about a 4x4 spacing. What else do I need? Grenade, thank you. Maybe not grenade my face. Problem with this, however, it does mean that I'm going to start dying again. And it will be to the trains. So I'm just not good at dealing with trains. There we go. It's not a massively long distance. But I am glad I have started the train network. I love trains. Okay, so I'm going to copy you. And you are going to go to the iron mine for full cargo. Let's try this again. SU. Wait until it's fully fueled. And then, again, send you off. I'm going to go this way. Just want to grab the rest of the steel smelting furnaces. So if we grab some more of these, 100 should do. In fact, get 150 so I can do that iron as well. Here it comes. Okay, so we're now going to upgrade or rather place these down. Need some more of them. I know it wants to steal my stone furnaces. It can wait. Nice. Let's grab another stack of these. Thank you. What next? Exoskeleton would be nice. So I could start making a power armor, couldn't I? Yeah. Right, let's place you down as red. We weren't really struggling for iron. But it's just nice to have, isn't it? Okay. Any productivity then? So... place you here. Turn you to red as well. Place these down. And place these down. Oof. So excited. Right. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to place a splitter. I'm going to filter it though to do that. Essentially going to just how it do that. Because we don't need to upgrade all of it to red. Even though this is fully saturated, for example, the iron isn't going to be. However, the steel will be by the time we, or at least very close to it, by the time we get that. So if I just copy that. And copy that. And from here, I am just going to upgrade it. Because we're using loads of steel. I'm not going to bother too much about where it's coming off. Just that central line. We've got some sciences later that are coming, such as production and utility science, which are also going to use a lot of steel as well. So this was very much necessary. Look how much healthier that looks now. Like, it's not completely saturated. And you might be thinking, well, why isn't it? So the reason for that is that to have a completely saturated iron line in red, you need 48 steel smelters. But for steel, one steel plate requires 5 iron plates. So this is always going to run at 80% of what iron can run at. I'm also going to upgrade these as well, just to help it out a little bit. It's really not necessary, but why not, eh? And now let's look at the pollution cloud. Now going over this wall. And now going over here as well. Lovely. Okay, so we've fixed steel. And I'm really hoping, yeah, we're making laser turrets now. So even though we had a free one over here, still don't know how that happened, we should actually be making them now. I'm also going to create a new upgrade planner. This is just going to be for belts. So here's a yellow belt. I want it to be upgraded to red. I'm not going to do it everywhere, especially the mall, because we have that threading. We don't have the higher tier of belt just yet. But this should be quite helpful, as well as this should be quite helpful. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a few more roboports around. I have them. I don't. Okay. Just to help facilitate that. Okay, let's place a roboport. Should we say up here? Yeah. I also want to place one around here, I think, as well. Let's do that. And then probably place another one around here. And I just want one more. Just like that. Just so it connects down here as well via the logistics network. So yeah, we're covering all of this now, so I can just upgrade any of this at any point. Especially if I notice any issues at all. Okay. How is this doing? It's doing better. How's the power? Okay. I'm going to start using some of the accumulators as well soon. I think what I'm going to do as well is while I'm here is upgrade this first part, because it does get through a lot of iron quite quickly. And it's fine as it's only up here that has that, here that has that threading. So how many have you produced so far? 9, 11. You know what? I think when I checked to see if we had that laser turret, if we'd produced any, I just hovered over this one and I forgot about that. So maybe it wasn't free. Okay, so let's look towards Erebus. So we still need a fair amount of space for the platform to go up. So let's get that doing. What else? Laser weapon damage would be nice, seeing as we're using it to help us. So that should be really nice. Yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. Okay, just gonna add here. closing this down. So we can build more rocket silos. We need more. Because we are soon to be going to Vulcanus. It's only the pipe that's missing right now. These rocket capacity of 1. That's fine. We'll need one for Vulcanus as well. Get that delivered too. Now, I want to design something with better modules in mind. So I want modules level 2 now. So how are we gonna do this? It's nice to have 1s, but I'd rather have the 2s for sure. What I could do is potentially just leave this as this is. If I recall the ratio, for every one of these produced, it requires 2 of the others. So for example, this requires 4 speed modules in 30 seconds. And this produces 1 every 15 seconds. So this will produce 2, that will produce 2, and that requires 4. Yeah, so quality first. Nice to upgrade some of our quality bits. So I'm going to leave that like, I don't need the fast ones. Do that. Do that, that, and that. Because this 2 requires the red. It also requires blue. Now I know I need some efficiency 2s as well. So we could figure out what we're doing with those. Okay. And we'll do something like that maybe. And again, just have 1 stack of these. And in the meantime, I would like to give you all of these. Maybe give you one of those as well. Ooh, we have rat. That's nice. You okay, cat? Seem very on edge. And then we just do that. And if we copy this, place this down, we change this to efficiency. So the recipes are just the same, nothing changes. We can place these down too. And again, let's give you all of the efficiency ones that we have. Let's put half of you in there and the other half there. Cool. And now with that, place you in there. No, there's a 3.6% chance of quality. It's better than what it was. I'm going to increase this. But I'm going to set a filter to say that I just want 50. The reason that I left that open is because if it does produce additional quality, like rare or uncommon, won't have anywhere to go. So it requires a separate slot. So we leave that like that. think we still need more space platform up there. I'm just going to pick up one more stack, and I think that's everything. But what we could also do is grab another rocket silo and place this down here, maybe? Let's copy all that. In fact, do I want it like that? Would that make more sense? Yeah. Now we can connect you like that. Do I have the robots coming by? Possibly. I'll place one of them here though. If we look at Erebus now, it requires 26 more. But I'm just going to send up the full amount anyway. It's useful to have a little bit spare just in case. So I've set up conditions and stuff, but I don't know for sure that's going to work how I want it to. Like I did the testing, and it seemed to work like I wanted it to. But we have to find out. I think what I'm going to do as well, while I'm here, is do this one and get some productivity. Oh, we might as well. Let's do the one for speed as well. So I think I'm using a few speed modules in that design too. Only a few. Glad for the robots, they're doing half the work for me. Just thinking with the productivity, we place these in the rocket silo. I'll make them slower, but it's an idea, isn't it? Let's place you in those two, you in those two, and you in that one. So yeah, just a straight up extra 2% quality, which will be better just to do that then. And I'm just going to place this in here for now. Because that's 4% overall. So a rare 1 is still nowhere near as good as a regular 2. Starting to get these lasers down. Okay. Let's look at Erebus now. I think that's all the space platform you need, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. So let's give you some of these. I think we're using 5 of you. We also need some gun turrets, so might as well send some of those up. We also need to put some thrusters in orbit. Do need one more though. I'll just send 3. Sorry, 2. So it does require 3. This rest. Let's look at Erebus now. So with the tunnel, got one of those, and the uncommon ones. think that was everything, wasn't it? Yeah. Then we had one of these as well. So we have a fair amount of storage for such a little ship. We also need to put a fair number of modules up there. No, not in you. In you like that. How many do we need? Saying 6. It's more than 6. So 6 there. 10, 12, 20 in total. Ooh. Are you up there? No. Up there. Blue circuit struggling now. Thought they would soon. As well as green circuit struggling. How are you for copper? You're alright. But I think let's upgrade some of these lines. Red it all to red. It's gonna have a fit at me. And I think I need to place some more around here. Yeah. Let's place it right here. Yeah, that's entirely covered now. Thanks, guys. Okay. What else needs to go up here? Need some more of those efficiencies, don't we? No, not that. Up here. Also, we want one of these. We need 3 of these. There we go. Let's deliver this up to Erebus. We need 3 of these. I already got the deciders on me. Decider combinators. No, need some of those. It's making the decisions for me. Let's grab those. I would say it makes sense to like place more of these assemblers down, but it just doesn't. It's not getting far enough down. We need more copper. And we're going to tap that one. Just place more things into orbit first. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to add a section. I'm not going to leave it ticked. This is going to be a base building focus. And the reason I'm doing that is I then can come up to Erebus up here and click add section and use base building Vulcanus. And then I can set the request down in my personal inventory. So I'm just going to put that up, deliver to Erebus. How many more things do you need up there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4. Okay. I should grab just a little bit more. Let's place these first, and then you, and then deliver. So let's grab more stuff. We want more mines because we used 200 of them. Let's grab 100 of those because that's a relatively small mine. That's a bigger one. And I don't... Could I build a train station? I feel like if I built one to there, I should build one to here as well. Could I? Sure I could. Let's think about this. How is it going to work? I think it'll work fine actually. So, let's copy you. Yeah. We'll have one going like right here. And another one just going right there. We can have both go like that. And then come up quite quickly, just like that. Instead of bending off to that side, they'll come to the other side. They'll come that way. Let's place more of these down. Let's place you down on the assemblers as well, I think. Might as well. So I think I want this to be a buffer for when we do upgrading later. No, 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 no. Damn it, it's going to deliver all of those. I didn't mean it to. We'll place them down here too. Anywhere else? This is one of the reasons I didn't really want to place these yet. As you can see, it's now starting to fill up things which require quite a lot of resources. We haven't even got that research yet. In fact, I didn't need that many die. Probably dead. So, while that's doing its thing, I'm going to place down... I think it's going to have this loading station kind of in between the two and use both of them at the same time. Maybe something like that. So that lower one could feed the smaller one. Something like this. Looks fine. Again, I'm going to get the robots to build it though. I don't want any more research for now. Except maybe you. That's everything for now. And if we place one here. Then we place one maybe up there. No. We'll go this way. Because I am so close to the wall, I think it might make sense to build another one. This is another like bridge almost. Then that should build everything. Okay, that's me being very lazy now. Then we have to think about how it's going to get to us. I think it makes sense to go down here. Yeah, let's do that. And then do something like that. Okay, how's Erebus getting on? You need more stuffs. What else do you need? Fast inserters, long inserters, more belts. I think what I'm going to do, it's going to send too much up. I can always send it down. No, I'm not going to. I was going to just turn on the automatic requests. But blue circuits, we're not producing very many of them right now. So if we can just get Erebus completed, it can fuel itself. And then we can turn on automatic requests for things we need up there. How much do we need up here for undergrounds? Just 9. Let's add a full stack though. Nice, another achievement. Because even though it's sending a full stack, we will need the inserters, we will need the belts on Vulcanus. So again, full stack of those. It's just some of the smaller things which I just don't want it to bring a full stack up. Saying that, however, I don't know. The things it's requesting, other than the decider combinates, I'm kind of fine with. I don't want a full stack of decider combinators though, so let's put those up. We have crushers up there already. We do. You just want the regular inserts now, don't you? So let's just grab a stack of those. I don't think I'll need a stack on Vulcanus. In between recording the previous episode and this one, what I've worked on is a new mall for Vulcanus. So that's just going to produce all of the basic resources that we need down there. So how many do we need? We need 6 long-handed and 12 regular. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you the 12. And then give you as many long-handed as you can take. Yeah, give you more belt. Why not? Gonna get with those blue chips. What else do we need up here? Need a couple of those speedy boys. I think we only need 3 of them though. So if we place 1, 2, 3. How many? Was it 10 that we wanted? So we need... Alright, we've got a few already. Let's place... Yep. So we've got 5. So we need... Alright, so you've already got 5, so you need 4... 10. So you just need another 5, yeah? Let's look back at Erebus. Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'm sure that's the case. Okay. You need 2 of those. You need 2 of those. You need how many undergroundies? 1, 2. Okay. Maybe not that much. 10 more belt. Now if I'd left automatic requests on, because we're sending 7 items up, it would have required 7 rockets. Which I just struggle to justify. The last thing we're gonna need, I'm gonna grab some of these though. Some of those. Here's some chemical plants. Not chemical plants, what are they called? Electric furnaces. There we go. I'm gonna place in there. Better versions of these are always good. Yeah, better version of those. Better version of these. I think I only need 3 from you. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Alright, we are 13 hours into the game. We're almost ready. Say almost ready. About 45 minutes away from going to Vulcanus, I think. So we'll place you 3 up there. We'll place all of you up there as well. all of you. Is there anything else you need up there, Rebus? You do. Let's take some of these away. And now give you these back. Now when I come to Erebus, I'm going to select uncommon quality for those as well. And if I am right, that should be everything. Right, we're producing the fuel now. Now if we look at the power situation, that's the power of the modules. Exactly why I wanted them. Okay. So, oh, I've already put all the circuit conditions on there. Let's move Nauvis up there and add a weight condition to passenger present. So it's not going to go up to Vulcanus by itself now. Okay, let's figure out this rail setup. As always, I got distracted. Kind of funny how I do it, really. At least I find it funny. So we want, it's going to come up this way, so it needs to do something like this. Exactly what I want it to do. Then we're going to do this. Better. There we go. We have another rubber pot, please. I just want you to do it all for me. I'm just so lazy. Let's grab you guys. Nope, I was going to place it, but you're doing it for me. Thank you very much. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to set these to do automatic requests. So the logistic network is going to connect to them. And one of the things that makes sense to me is I'm going to look at the Vulcanus Mall. I'm going to make a copy of that and place it in my inventory. And I can just quickly see what we need. So we need 200 fast inserts. We need a number of these. How many? 90. So we'll request 100. We also need 70 of these, so we'll just request 100, and we need, let's say, 100 of these as well. We're also going to want a stack of substations. Might as well get a stack of these, a stack of these. What else do we need? We are going to need, I think, a stack of those. Let's get a stack of these to begin with. I'll make more when we're down there. Stack of those. We'll want a stack of these as well. Just one stack of miners because we'll be making miners down there as well. let's say 500 of these, 50 of these, and one of those. We'll also want storage tanks. We'll want pipes. Maybe just 400 of these. And we'll want undergrounds. Maybe just 200 of those. Maybe one stack of... How many? Yeah, just one stack. So we can hear the rockets just going in the background now. Anything else this required? Required long-handed inserters too. And it required some buffer chests. It's also going to require some rubber pots, so let's send 20 of those up. I'm also going to want to send a certain number of these up. Now these we can send 150 of them, or we can send one stack of these. So it just makes sense to send more of these. So I'm going to send up 300 worth, as well as a couple of stacks of green and a couple of stacks of red. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Delete that. I'm going to delete this as well. Don't remove it from my... Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. I was worried there for a second. I thought I deleted it from my proper build. Okay. So, let's fix the rest of this. Because that's going to take a while, like a long while, because we're struggling on the blue circuits. We're struggling on blue circuits because we're struggling on green circuits. We're struggling on green circuits because of copper. So let's fix the copper situation, and then we should be good. Now, I don't know what it is. I've always just done it this way, where it's on the inside. I just prefer it. Or robots making them do all the work again. Okay. Let's build this. Should we do that? Yeah, 30,000. That's a lot. Okay. Now this isn't going to fill full compressed 4 stacks, I'm sure of it. So we're probably going to need to merge some of the ones we make from the other mine as well. Which makes me think, do I want some kind of like 12 to 8? Nice. Another achievement. This is so weird. I'm never doing this well on red circuits. That's just strange. That's all it is. It's strange. Okay, so let's look at some of the balances. Do we have some kind of 12? So I was looking at this, and it's going to be other balances. Let's have a look. 12 to 4 is nice. I don't want that. I want a 12 to 8. Whoa. 128 to 128. That's incredible. Love that. I've not really looked at these very well. 12 to 12. We don't even know how many we're going to get from this one. Let's start building this one too. Robots. Thank you, guys. I should feel guilty. I don't. Whoops. Let's place these back. Okay. Did these actually fill up with... Ooh, they did. Okay. Okay, so we've got 3 so far. Let's do that too. Okay, these are fully producing. Power seems to be okay for now. We are going to place a few more of these down though. They were struggling for copper, so what do? Place loads of stuff that requires copper. Right. So we've got altogether 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll just do an 8 to 8 again. I can't count. So this is a 5. Because this one I'm going to get it to turn back on itself. Let's do that instead. Okay, let's place this down. think what I'm going to do, because that one's not balanced well, neither's that one, I'm going to build a 5 to 4 balancer and then an 8 to 8. But first, I just want to build these over here. So I imagine we'll want to go up this way to grab the oil, maybe grab the stone. Okay, go from this mode. Amazing. I didn't pick up any undergrounds, I wonder. I just wanted that nice copy just there, you know? Let's place another one here. Just with me not having any undergrounds on me. Don't have to keep running back then. And then let's do a 5 to 4 balancer. Can do something like this. Oops. Okay. Let it finish that. To rename these to copper. Let's come down here and rename these to copper smelting. And we're going to enable a 1 lump train. And while we're also here, let's do the train loading as well. Do that. Right, I'm going to copy a little bit from you, please. I'll do it from here, actually. Okay, and now let's do the 8 to 8 balancer. I will do something like that. I'm surprised I didn't think that was going to be in the logistic book there for a second. Now let's power this on. Nope. Nope. There we go. Let's place another one over here as well. It's because I've run out of belt. And again, I'm just going to get the robots to build it for me. So, if I cheat, copy that. So we're doing the right way. Can we do that? Okay. And we're going to get you to go to copper mine, full cargo, and come to copper smelting with an empty cargo. Copy, automatic, and automatic. And here they arrive. That belt's placed the wrong way. That's fine, we can fix that. Alright. Last thing to do is to fix the furnaces at copper. So I'll need more belt for sure, and undergrounds. I'm also going to grab all of these steel ones as well. Got enough power cables? Yep, it's fine. Grab all those. Grab these two. So I'm going to leave these to do what they want to do. And as such, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn one of these into a 4-to-4 balancer. Because this one's not going to empty as fast. In fact, I probably should have turned all of them into 4-4 balancers. Never mind. But essentially what we're going to do, I'm going to come this way, do that. And I'm going to set input priority to that and to that. Now I can have this one go out that way, that will come out that way. It's going to go into there, but it's going to take from the mine which is closest to us now anyway. And then the other two, where do you? They're going to come down here. These don't have to have any priorities on them at all. Yes, yes, I know you want to take stuff from me. I appreciate it. Let's copy what we're doing right here. Like that. So it's like that. Perfect. So we can bring the coal across. And this is the last one. And once it's done that, these four are then going to come on like this. Let's do the break. And then we're going to come down here like that. Okay. Why did I do that? That's wrong. Clearly I did it wrong on one of the other ones instead. On this side, and I just didn't realise. Okay. This is down here. Place you down here. Copper is looking a hell of a lot better. To the point where what we're going to do is that. I'm not sure if you remember me saying, but that's exactly what I wanted to do originally. Where I wanted all the copper from these first four to come down this way. That's exactly what I'm going to set. So essentially we're going to place the rest of these down now, I think. And iron's going to be our limiting factor now. Ooh. Why are we struggling for power? Yeah. And that should be able just now. But we can see it's starting to like wane around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that. Place a filter like that. the rest. Cool. And then this is going to be that other copper line. So we just need all of it. We really do. But by doing this, it is going to make things a little bit trickier, I think. In fact, I think what I might do is... yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. That's fine. And what I'm going to do is make this come down that way and come into that one. Yeah, makes sense to me. Oops. Okay, back up. And then again, get you to come down here into that one for the two that we replaced. Now let's fix these. And now let's go here. I wish it wouldn't do that. I want it to stay snapped to the grid. Yeah. And what we can do is bring this down over here. You down over here. You down this way. And then you come this way. Struggling to imagine all of this being completed, to be honest. But I might have disconnected it, some of it by now. And decided that maybe I wasn't doing this the way that I probably should have done. Okay, let's place the power pole down here as well. Let's put these back on the belt. I'm half tempted to leave these as stone furnaces for the time being, you know? Because frankly, we don't really need as much copper in the main base as we do for other things. But anyway, let's bring this down too. Right. So we're going to come over this way. Bring you just down like that. I'm going to bring you this way. Bring you down like that. As such, I think it might... oh, it's fine. Don't need to use that many undergrounds, I think. Except, yeah, let's fix that. And I placed it here, didn't I? Let's filter it. That is copper sorted right there. Let's bring this over here like that. And yeah, that's already connected. Bring you down like this. Why are you split? Ah, I see. I see. And then finally, you down like this. You know what? Change my mind. Let's upgrade all of this. And let's replace these. How is Erebus doing? Love the stuff already, that's nice. Okay, run out of those. Let's grab some more. So now you're requesting these in a buffer chest. Yeah, let's increase that to 4,000, eh? Let's grab one more stack, I think. That's all I really need. Oh no, maybe a bit more than one stack. It's fine. So the ones I'm missing, get the robots to do. What is happening here? Maybe you should go like that. And like that instead. Yeah, that makes more sense. Now, copper is no longer our issue. Our issue, now the iron getting through. Let's upgrade these 2 red belts. Also, because I'm bringing stuff in from... Okay, this is all going towards electronics. But what we will do is this. And this can go back towards batteries. We get more iron through that. In fairness, these are fairly compressed, aren't they? So let's upgrade what we're doing with green circuits over there. And let's upgrade it all down here. So I'm sure the reason rockets aren't launching is because of the blue. We'll think about reinforced concrete in a bit. It's probably going to go here, I'll be honest. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. There's still these constant combinators down somewhere. Whereabouts? Yeah, get rid of these. Don't need these anymore. Any more around? I mean, apparently there is, because there's one showing somewhere. No, I can't find it. But yeah, we'll sort it out in a bit. I know. I think this is where we're going to end the stream. We've done extremely well today. I've not been bothered by biters at all, because they've all been getting murdered. Yeah, don't really see any good evidence of them being murdered. Ooh, corpses. But yeah, we've done fairly well today. We've sorted out steel. We've sorted out copper. Iron is something we're going to have to figure out later, I think. I think what I'm going to do as well is just upgrade everything over here. But yeah, as soon as I've sorted iron out, I think green circuits will run better. In fairness, it's running pretty well already. We are getting more blue circuits. But yeah, I think we've done pretty well. If you've enjoyed it, why not come across to the next episode? You take care.